In the last part of the recording that I have posted, we see some A level, B level, and the gap level. Also, we understand the fresh and unfresh level. Now, how it is related to identify the storyline. So, basically, the storyline always started from a fresh level to another fresh level. So basically, whatever we are seeing in the chart in front of me, so basically this full chart is telling me that we are too much bullish. So as this candle is still running, so we cannot say the month is not closed yet. So we are not going to find anything on here. We will actually when we started to break it to the lower time frame for now. So when we started, we says, if you look at this whole movement on here, so this is a, if we identified like on here, we have a fresh level on here, which got rejected. So it not become fresh anymore. It's not remain fresh anymore. We have this was as a fresh, it got breakthrough. We have a rejection on that one. And we have this as a gap as an, so we see a rejection, and we have a level, we see a rejection. We have a V level. We have this V level and we see a rejection. I don't think we have a rejection on here. Just a minute. Yeah, we have a rejection on this particular area. So storyline basically started from either A level, V level, or gap level, anywhere, as we are in a monthly time frame. So to understanding the basic complexity started on any storyline is from weekly actually, because what we know, like let's say this is a monthly level, this is a monthly level. So before going to that, I want you to understand some time frame coordination, what time frame coordination we can follow. So monthly time frame most of the time is coordinate with daily, most of the time coordinate with the daily, then daily to H1, then 15 minutes. This is the time frame coordination. And weekly time frame started like H4, then 30 minute, and then 5 minute. So if you remember the setup that nobody cleared why we wanted to see the trade control setup, like let's say you have an H4 engulfing, why we shifted to a 30 minute, not the H1, because of the time frame coordination. Same thing when you have a level on the higher time frame. So the complexity, as I said, it is started from the weekly. So let us start from the monthly first, then I will do the weekly and the daily storyline also. Then we are going to go a little bit more deeper understanding of the lower time frame directional process. Again, there will be three types of directional process we are going to talk about. After that, I do not think anyone will have any issue with the directional identification. So first we are going to cover the SNR process in details, in depth, more in depth. But I tried to explain it in 1 hour, but it seems like it need a lot of time to explain in details, So let us start from here. Whatever we have on here. So this is the very much going so bullish mood trade. So let us talk about something on here. As I said, let us start from here. So what we have here, we see lots of level. So this is not a fresh level. This is not a fresh level. This is not a fresh level. This one is the fresh level, as it is a monthly. At the same time, we have another fresh level on here, which is another fresh level, another fresh level. This is a fresh level. So most of the time you will see market move from A to V to A. What happened in the gap, sometimes it's also rejected from the gap, but we will mostly, like out of 100 times we will see market move to 800 times, we will see 80% time market move to A level to V level. Sometimes we see the gap rejection, we will also take them as a consideration now. So we have a fresh A level, and now if we see here we have a we have a fresh B level. So this is the fresh V level. So now look what we says we need a rejection from either this one or that one, and we have this one as a fresh level. So now if we moving to forward, what we see, market is going to the upper area, and we see this is the running market, and which is break through this fresh resistance area, and now what we see, market got rejected from that fresh level. At the same time, we have this as a fresh level, and we have this as a fresh level, the closing one, not the opening, the closing one. So now what we need the same time frame rejection. So what is the same time frame rejection? Here we have a monthly resistance area or support area. So we want to see market move from one level to another level and got a rejection. So this is the first thing we need to identify, the fresh level. That's the first criteria to identify the storyline. Doesn't matter what time frame you are following. You can go for the 15-minute also, but as we started with the monthly, so what we need to find out the fresh level. So this is the fresh level first. We says, okay, fine, we have our fresh level identification is done. This level is our fresh level. Now the same time frame we are following. So as we are in monthly, we need to see the monthly fresh level need a rejection from a monthly candle. Simple as it is. So what we need a rejection. Simple. We need a rejection like this. Now the rejection candle doesn't matter, it could be green color rejection, it could be red color rejection, whatever rejection we have. So the second condition to find out the direction is we need a rejection. So let's say we have the rejection, then what? Remember the time frame coordination, we says monthly to daily. Now we also use the weekly, but for deeper understanding we will go mostly to daily. Sometimes we will go to the weekly also. So what we want to see, once we go to the lower time frame, we need to see when market is moving, and we identify the rejection area. So this is the rejection area. We need to see something like this. The rejection, as one thing also to understand here, the bearish storyline always started from a resistance area. So this is the resistance area. If the storyline need to changes, which will be started as a sell storyline, so it always need to start from a resistance area. So if market come here, we will, if we want to see some direction or process, we are looking for a buying direction. Simple. Just remember that the resistance will show you a sell direction, support will show you a buy direction. Okay. Now you have this. Now sometimes there is another thing you will see. Let's say the rejection may not look like a simple rejection. It will look like something like this, and you have a rejection on here, but the market is still moving up. Now what we says in the when we were learning, as everyone is in here is from already know the storyline. So in here we have the rejection here, in here we have the rejection here. So this is another V level, which says this is also a V level. So now the market can create a lot of V level here until this V level not got broken with the body of a candle. Body of a candle we need. Then we says in this resistance area we are starting to have our monthly bearish storyline. The same thing if you look at here, which is a little bit complex. So market breakthrough and created another V level. Now where it will be, this is the V level that we are going to count? Still no, because this is the line where the rejection. We need to see the same anything. If this V level got broken, we will say this is just internal information, because our last V level before the rejection is here. So now what we say, okay, market need to break down this. Once this low got broken with the body, then we are going to say our monthly started as a bearish storyline. So now let us look at here. We see our first rejection on here. Then we are marking this particular candle with a body of it. Not body, sorry. We are going to marking this candle. Okay. Now where we will go? We will go to 1 hour. Sometimes, as I said, you can check the weekly also. So if you look at weekly, this is your weekly V level that need to be broken with the body. But if you go to the daily, you may find still like this is the particular V level area. After that you have a lot of V level, but this particular V level need to be broken with the body. So once this particular like 1800 area will be break with the body, then we are going to say our bearish storyline started. Okay, so now what we are going to wait for, we need to check like what is happening. So what is the market? This is the V level that did not got breakthrough yet. and eventually it goes up. Okay, now the monthly storyline remain bullish still as of now. What now? We are again coming back to the monthly. We have this level fresh got broken. If you have watched the previous video, we have this A level that got broken, and we have this is a V level that also have a fresh V level, fresh A level again. So we want to see to as I said, this is the resistance for the market, and none of this area is a fresh area yet. So this is the resistance, this is a resistance, both of them are fresh. That means we need to see a bullish storyline, not the bearish, because none of them are fresh yet. Okay, so let us move. What we see, a market moving, it just moving up and up and up. It created a gap area which is a fresh, another this one is not closed yet. So what we see, okay, so so this is a V level, this is a gap level. Let us wait to see the V level. So as I prefer mostly the V level as a rejection or A level as a rejection. So what we see here now, look, we have a level is a fresh monthly. This is a fresh level which is also just touch. We cannot say it rejected because the month ended, not ended yet. So what we see here, okay, this remain fresh, and what happened, we see okay, we have this V level also fresh because no rejection yet, and A level, this is also not broken, this is still remain fresh if you know the fresh and unfresh concept. So let us move, and what we see, okay, fine. The first thing we see here, our, as I says, we are looking for this support area rejection. That means we are looking for a bullish storyline to start it, not the bearish, because we did not see the rejection from any resistance area. Let us go to the H1. So where is the, this chart is too too much drawing. So we have a level here, we have a rejection on here. So this and this we have as a candle. To let me remove those so that I can see clearly in the daily time frame. So where is the rejection? This is, this particular candle is the rejection. Where is the V level? This is the V level. Okay, 1 minute. Where is it? This and this is the V level, and we got a rejection from here. Okay, the rejection color, let me change as a red. Go to daily, so where is the rejection happen? This particular area is the, let me check, no, not this, but this. So where is the A level that we have to identify? This is the A level. Okay, this is the A level. If this A level got broken with a body, then we will say our storyline remain bullish. Now what we see, instead of that, we see market came back here and rejected from this V level. Now let us go to this V level again. This is the V level, and this is the rejection. This is the rejection, and all of the A level got broken. We have a level rejection on here, A level rejection. So we have both in. Okay, so now what could be the possibility? It could started a bearish storyline from here. It could started a bullish storyline on here. Let us go to H1. Okay, before that we need to see the candle closing. Okay, the candle is closed here. Now let us go to daily. So what we see here, we see this is the rejection candle. Where is the recent A level? We see that A level got broken here, and at the same times, look, we have this particular candle got rejected from a weekly, monthly A level, fresh A level also. So look at the same rejection on here. So this is the rejection. Where is the A level? We have here. So this same area will be started. If the low broken, we will see this, it come low. If as the high also broken, so it's telling us that mostly it will go to the bullish movement. So what we see next, let us see. We see market goes goes up, that means we have another A level, sorry, gap level, and the fresh level is now here. So we are continuing our bullish storyline. Then what we see, the gap rejection happened. Okay, so the gap rejection happened. Then what we are going to do, we mark the candle of it like this. Go to daily. Where is the rejection? This is the rejection, and what we see immediately, this is actually broken. So the storyline remain the bullish, still the bullish. Okay, the storyline remains still the bullish. So what we see, market come back and touch again to that, and then it goes up. So what we see here again, we see this as a B level, no rejection. It's moving up. We have a level, rejected, become fresh. So these are the two level we are going to wait to see the rejection again, to identifying more. So this particularly here, it is started to moving. So we have a V level again here, A level, B level, both of the level is here. So let us move. So what you see, never ever, I don't think it ever come back to this area. So this is how we confirm like what is our directional process is moving. So this is our monthly is a little bit easy because less noise and less everything. But once we go to the weekly, and once we go to the daily, and then H4, even to the age of 30 minutes and 1 hour, then the complexity started, because there are two less level. But once you go to like daily or the H1, sorry, not of the H4, because then it started to move, making two noise like a level here, and level here, and then level here. So many level it started. So what then we started to use a little bit complexity and little bit more advanced way to understanding. So in the next video I'm going to cover as a H4 and weekly. Before that, I will show you some trend line pattern so that we can adjust the trend line with the storyline. Thank you.